There's Bitcoin, and then there's Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic. If you're new to crypto, it's easy to assume one's the original and the other's a knockoff. But these pairs actually started as the same project, until one day they split and became two separate blockchains. That kind of split is called a fork. So how and why does it happen? A blockchain runs on a bunch of independent computers called nodes that all run the same software and follow the same rules. These rules define things like how transactions are formatted and added to the chain. As long as everyone follows the same rules, the network stays in sync. One shared history, one shared truth. But blockchains don't stay frozen forever. Over time, people want to fix bugs, improve performance, or change how the system works. And because the system runs with no central authority, updates only happen when people choose to adopt them. That's where forks come from. Some changes are simple and go through without much pushback, but not all are that neutral, because blockchains are run by people, and people don't always agree. They bring different values, visions, and goals, which is how even technical changes can turn political. And when disagreement runs deep, forks can get messy. The quieter changes are called soft forks, where updates must be backward compatible. So even though soft forks often unlock new features, they're designed so older nodes still see everything as valid and continue following the chain. One example is the SegWit soft fork, activated on Bitcoin in 2017. It changed how some transaction data was stored, moving certain details outside the main part of each transaction. Nodes that hadn't upgraded didn't recognize the new data, but still saw the transactions as valid and kept following the chain without breaking away. But if changes are drastic enough that new rules are incompatible with the existing ones, a hard fork occurs. Maybe the new rules change something fundamental, like how account balances work or how many transactions fit into a block. From the perspective of nodes that haven't upgraded, the new blocks are invalid. And when nodes start rejecting each other's blocks, the network can no longer stay in sync. So it splits. One group of nodes follows the new rules, and another sticks with the old ones. From then, two separate blockchains emerge, and with it their own native token, community, and vision for what the project should be. That's exactly what happened with Ethereum in 2016. A project called the DAO got hacked, and millions of ETH were stolen. The community was split. Some wanted to undo the hack and restore the funds. Others believed the blockchain should be permanent, no exceptions. So the chain split. The new version, which reversed the hack, became Ethereum. The original unchanged version became Ethereum Classic. A year later, Bitcoin faced its own fork. As Bitcoin became more popular, transactions slowed down and fees rose. One camp wanted to increase the size of each block so more transactions could fit, keeping fees low. The other worried that bigger blocks would make it harder for everyday users to run nodes, concentrating power in fewer hands. Again, the debate wasn't just technical. It was about decentralization, accessibility, and long-term trade-offs. They couldn't find middle ground. So in 2017, the group pushing for bigger blocks created Bitcoin Cash, a hard fork of Bitcoin with new rules and a new chain. If you want to see in more detail how one of the most controversial splits played out, check out this video on Ethereum's DAO fork.